Previously on Sisters in Stars Hollow.
Get out of here! What's wrong with blueberry shortcake? I was like, that's a good idea.
Coffee.
Swans are vicious.
All right, Luke, we get it.
You brought us a used dessert.
Oh my god! What is that? That's chocolate-covered death.
Who the hell are those people?
I trusted you.
Jesus, Mary, Joseph.
La, la, la. It felt like it was surprisingly grimy. Oh, we shouldn't have had that horseradish.
Classic frazzly morning.
Thanks, Lane, for suggesting that I set up a salt lick. You call me Ishmael Gilmore?
You had clams at Al's?
Fine, I'll go home, you freak.
You weirdo.
Plot holes. Oh, God, wow, this was already bad. Look who's here.
For God's sake, what do I have to do to get you to put the damn cheese in individual bags?
You're so lovely.
Can't you see I don't want you anymore? What is that? What the hell?
It's very Christmas.
The pudding.
Happy birthday, happy birthday. Across from the Horde of Plenty. He's working at a grocery store. How is he gonna be smug?
Give me a smile.
Very nice. You could send the whole town after me, but I ain't going nowhere.
So, Dean, you like jazz?
The cookies and the love and the Dean and the cookies and the love and the Dean and the cookies.
But I don't know what to do. That salmon is a delicacy.
Remember what happened to the flautist last year?
Are you scared yet?
Suki brought Mexican food and Rory's dressed up.
She is not fried chicken.
Slightly sinister barroom decoration. Rory, just ask him to go to the dance.
I don't know. Maybe. I don't know what I'm saying. I'm not fighting you. It'd be like fighting an accountant.
I'll call you when I need my taxes done. Not a book about some dude who transmogrifies into a bug.
Every damn day.
That's called a myocardial infarction.
Wow, that's pretty sad.
Do you want some grape bun in your burger?
Humbug, that's my Good, so you forbid her to see the bag boy.
Well, it looks like he's moving up to produce, so he's become quite a catch. Just fill out the forms.
Say, did Lorelai kill this hamster? Black cats and voodoo dolls.
Be like, somebody hasn't talked to me in days. Blah, 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 blah.
Instant death.
The genetically engineered vegetable named after a butt.
Well, I'd take some dance classes, because the way you express yourself needs some work. Oh, cool picture.
Bye, Loon.
We're right.
I ship Jukaja.
Get out of here, you jerk.
Extra creams and sauces. Give peace a chance. Just do your chores.
Dun dun dun.
Dun, dun, dun.
Dun, dun. 2000s Disney teen heartthrob Chad Michael Murray.
Double, double. Boil in trouble.
Your mom's a fruitcake.
It's not right.
Spooky moment.
You can't talk to me or my mother right now. Bistro. Bird. She had the bird.
He's a drug dealer.
Something shady. Was he lying?
What are you doing?
It's concrete and stone.
Now you don't. We all need to go to a group session.
Here, everyone just get out. I'm leaving now. Also, I need coffee. Okay, bye.
I stand with Paris.
Julia and I have had a wide range of tiramisus.
But that's life in the jungle.
You don't do this here. Don't forget the meatball.
It's everything right now.
It's one step away from stalker material. Anyone was spying on them at the junkyard.
La corn starch.
Just let yourself go.
Squint your eyes.
Going on.
Okay. What are you gonna do? Bash my head and put me in the trunk of your car?
Oh my God. She kisses Chad Michael Murray. Layers.
Layers. So many layers. Oh, what? Mom.
I couldn't believe he said this.
It's like nobody cares.
Watch a movie. What are you doing here? I don't know why he's even entertaining your presence at all.
Larger than life.
I have a warm muffin for you.
You two-timing bastard.
I've now followed you into the private storeroom.
This is some sort of reverse stalking, because nobody spoke it. What about it?
This is the uh-oh song. Uh-oh.
You can't just say a normal sentence.
Orange in a knee pansy. Then Max Medina's gonna walk in, and it's gonna be drama. Why?
Never forget the cornstarch.
So give that guy a license.
God, Luke, you snooper.
You're disgusting. You have Chad Michael Murray and Jared Padalecki fighting over you. I mean, that's pretty fun.
Cookies almost never make it out of the car. Because I love you, you idiot.
Oh my
Yes.
God. Oh my God.
We've had a lot of good moments on this podcast in season 1.
I feel like listening through that, it's like, this is fun.
Yeah, you're like just realizing now it's fun. Like, what?
I think we've been having fun together. Oh.
It's honestly fun to listen back at like some of the things that happened a while ago now. Like,
Yeah, that,
just
like-
like, oh yeah, that was hilarious.
Yeah. Yes, so it is our recap episode. We're highlighting some of our favorite moments of the show, of the podcast, some funny things that happened. It's
Yeah, just do a little recap.
a little recap. do a little more discussion. I mean, again, this is so exciting. Alexandria has seen one full season of Gilmore Girls.
Woo!
She did it, everyone. She did it.
The hardest part was watching it so slowly.
Yeah, that's tough. It's tough.
Yeah.
But
Season 1.
do. I keep doing that, and it's like, what is it? It's like Law and Order, Special Victims Unit.
Wait, what?
Isn't it? It's like,
What is?
the do. Is it?
Yes,
Isn't it?
it
Or, wait
is.
a minute. Now I have to like,
They're like scene transition noise
isn't it?
where it goes like dun dun and it's like echoes, right?
It totally is. Wait a minute.
Pretty sure that's Law and Order. That.
That's what I'm thinking of.
Yeah.
All right, it's a little different, but anyway, what the hell was I saying? Just wanted to go over some of the fun moments of the pod. We are drinking a coffee or caffeinated beverage. We're still drinking the Pop and Bottle Matcha Green Tea Almond Latte this week. I would say our top 3 drinks we had this season. This is definitely in the top 3.
This is number 3.
Oh, okay. This is number 3.
Wait, do we agree on what's number 2?
I don't know. Let's
Number 2
is. I think we agree on what the top
Yes,
3 are. Okay.
Okay.
Oh, this is live. We agree on the top
This
3.
is live. I mean, it's not really, but it's live.
Yes, this is number 3.
This is okay.
Right.
Fine. This is
Yeah.
number 3.
Okay.
Number 2, the Starbucks
the
drink.
Starbucks pumpkin chai. And number 1, little drum roll for that.
Barney's White Christmas.
Barney's Santa's.
Sorry, I said it
Wow,
wrong.
she didn't
I
even
said it
know
wrong.
the
I
name.
said it wrong.
Written into us by a fan recommendation. That coffee is absolutely incredible. So good. Our worst coffees.
It has to be the lavender.
The lavender one was so bad. I went back and listened, and I gave it a 2.5. No, I give that shit a 1. Okay.
You gave it a 2.5.
I gave it a freaking 2.5. Was I on something? That stuff is so bad.
I didn't mind it.
No, but you gave it a 2.
I gave it a 2, and I think that's still accurate for me.
Okay.
Is my point.
I think
Although maybe I should lower it too. I don't know.
you don't have
Maybe
to
2
lower
is
it.
high.
You don't have to lower it. You can have
Just
your
everyone
opinion.
around me is like, throw this shit out here.
Yeah, our dad was using the K-Cups as an air freshener in his truck.
Yeah.
Because we're like, what are we going to do with these things?
It was like a box of these cake
I-
cups.
They were on
Everyone was
sale.
like-
What can I say?
everyone in our family was like trying them. And it was like, these are gross.
These are gross. Yeah. But we tried something. We tried something
Yeah,
new.
that
So
stuff's bad.
don't try it.
Don't stay away from
Stay
Starbucks lavender
away.
K cups.
All right, well, let's get into some of the fun moments of season 1. I'm Julia,
I'm Alex.
and this is Sisters in Stars Hollow, the season 1 recap. Oh my gosh. Okay, so we have finished one season. Just as a reminder, I'm not an expert of the show. I'm a big fan. I wanted my sister to watch this show. I wanted Alex to watch the show. She's seen now one full season. What do you think so far? What is your word cloud?
My word cloud?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I wasn't prepared for this.
I know.
I'm improving this. Friends and coffee, cozy, feelings. A lot of feelings. All over the place, feelings.
Friends, coffee, cozy feelings. I mean, that's
That's
actually
pretty good,
I
right?
like that a lot, actually. Yeah,
Okay.
done.
Yeah, see, I did it.
I feel like you're already from the first season starting to get the sense of like why people find it maybe as a comfort show.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Yeah. I don't know. For some reason within that, there's just a lot of moments that live in my head. They've just stuck with me for better or for worse. I think one of the really good moments that has always stuck out in my head that I like felt something a lot with was the night that Lorelai is set up with Chase Bradford. Never forget Chase
Bradford.
Her and Richard are bonding almost over their hatred for him. At the end of that night, she's sneaking out of her room and Richard catches her doing that. And instead of him being angry, he goes along with it and just tells Emily, oh, she's not up here. I don't know where she is, and kind of smiles and lets Lorelai go. And for some reason, that moment always sticks out in my head. And that's always that's living there. I love that moment of season 1. Probably one of my favorites.
It's a very wholesome moment.
Yeah.
The I am an autumn scene, I wouldn't say lives in my head, but I think is a fun moment of season 1.
That's a very iconic moment of
Yeah.
season 1.
And then there's the Daisy scene too. Is the other iconic one, right?
Yes.
That I have come to learn. But yeah, I don't know that I have any that live in my head the same way that you do.
Yeah, I mean, that might not happen for you.
Or maybe not yet. Do you think that happened the first time you watched this?
Was it the first time I watched it? I don't necessarily know that it was. I just think over time, because for me, almost you watch the whole season, you really get a sense of the characters and you get a sense of the storyline. And then as you keep watching, you watch again, you get into the more details and you start to analyze more like the choices and just little things that are going on. So I think it's probably through my rewatches, things that have like just stuck
Like
with
it carries more weight, probably.
Yes.
The more you understand the story of all the characters involved.
I can't wait to get to those moments to be like, I can finally like say to somebody like, that was so weird, or like that was hilarious, or just whatever. Like I can't wait to get to those. But in season 1, it's the Richard scene with Lorelai. Also, and we discussed in length at that time, is the Donna Reed episode.
The Donna Reed scene.
When Rory comes out and says, honey, you're home, in her Donna Reed outfit. That lives there. That lives in my head. Unfortunately, upsettingly lives in my head. And I'm like, I don't want to see this.
Rewatching the show. Why is this episode still here? That was so awkward. We've discussed at length. If you want to hear our discussion, go back and listen to
episode 14.
14. Yeah, I don't know the number off the top of my head.
It's episode 14. That's a really good episode, actually. It's just there's a lot of fun ups and downs throughout that entire one. So if you haven't yet, go listen to that one. It's pretty enjoyable.
So we mentioned the Donna Reed episode, and I want to tie it back to that because I also just want to talk about fashion highlights throughout the season.
Yes.
Because that counts because she was wearing the dress, right?
That was one of our fashion outs. Where did she get that outfit? No one knows.
Where did she even get? Remember we had the conversation, like, where did she even get this? She go to Miss Patty's after school?
What we think happened is she broke into Miss Patty's and stole it. Because she does not own that.
She doesn't own that.
Neither does Lane.
No, yeah, definitely. Lane also does not own that. Where did she get it?
She doesn't know anyone that owns that.
I would like to highlight Lorelai's corduroy jacket, which made an appearance in several episodes.
Yes.
And I kept noticing, and I was like, I like that jacket. Like, I want that jacket.
And I think you need to get that jacket. You brought it up every time. You even went as far as looking up if you could find the jacket. It's time.
It's time for me to purchase it, you think?
Yeah.
I'm nervous about it for some reason.
But you buy so much stuff. Like, you buy yourself
I should buy the jacket.
If you like it that much. So buy it.
So buy it if you like. Another jacket that we talked about was Rachel's jacket.
Oh.
Remember Rachel's jacket?
I hate that jacket. I hate it with the burning passion because everyone was like, ooh, that jacket. Oh, the jacket. And I was like, this is a cool jacket. No, it's camel print jacket and it's bedazzled in the rainbow colors on camel print. What?
It's artsy.
I guess. I'm sorry. I hate it.
See, I'm more neutral on that jacket. Like, would I wear that? No, I would not. But I could see a person wearing it.
Somebody out there. I'm sure they would. That's fine. To each their own. I don't care. Wear the jacket. I hate it.
You're allowed to. But it caused so many emotions in the episode, too, at the time, too. It was like, people were like, ooh, and then Luke was like, get that thing off of you. Put that thing right back in her. Keep her more so. Help me. It was like that. Almost.
Help me. Help me.
I love that scene. Anyway. Caused a stir, which leads me into another moment I'd like to point out of season 1 that I personally really liked. Not really fashion-related, tangentially fashion-related. Mm-hmm. When Emily was going around Stars Hollow and she wore sneakers. I liked that happened.
I liked that. That was a cute moment. She was wearing sneakers. She was comfy. She's never worn sneakers.
She never wore sneakers before. It was her first time ever wearing sneakers. Can you imagine that?
No.
You've worn heels?
Heels like your whole life.
Or like nice shoes your whole life, and then one day you wear sneakers. Just let go.
That's life change.
Come on.
Just let go. Just be free.
Just let your feet be free. It was an amazing moment.
That is a good moment.
I would now like to bring up a couple of quotes that we pulled in preparation for this discussion.
Yeah.
The first one being, I'm not fighting you. It'd be like fighting an accountant. I'll call you when I need my taxes done.
Oh, such a burn. Such a good burn.
It was so good.
Yeah, Dean.
Yeah.
You just want to be like, yeah, this is Sparta.
Yeah. The other one that we pulled was, well, I'd take some dance classes because the way you express yourself needs some work.
We pulled 2 disses.
Yeah, I don't know what that means, but that's what we pulled out as like these moments.
These stood out to us. Yeah, these quotes.
Had punch.
A nice punch. A nice crisp punch, you know?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't
conviction.
Know. Maybe it was something we wish we had. I wish I could have said that to somebody once. So many good quotes throughout the entire show. I mean, how do you pick a favorite? These ones just like,
Yeah.
they scratch that itch. I don't know. It's just like, yes, they feel good. I'll just say, recording this show has been a lot of fun. And I think what's made it even more fun, we kind of just improv a lot of stuff.
Yep.
This really isn't scripted. I mean, I write down what happens in the show, each scene, and I kind of go through it. But like our discussions and what follows is really just improvised. We're not following a script here. So, which you probably can tell. But funny things come out of that. Something that was funny that started, we haven't talked about it a ton, but our brother, when he was on, heard the Lalas for the first time and he called them grimy. And
Just the one, but yeah.
just the one. That's true. But that's all he knew. They were a little grimy. And I was dying laughing so hard when he said that. And I know others out there were dying laughing too. You guys wrote in and told us that you thought that was hilarious. And thank you for telling us that, by the way. Because it was just like, what? That's something I never would have even like thought of.
Yeah.
But he was kind of right. They were a little like, la, la, la,
Yeah.
la, la, la. It was like, yeah, they do sound like that.
That was an incredible insight. Yeah, now I just think about that from time to time when I'm watching it.
Rent free.
That's what that lives in my head now.
Are these sounding a little grimy?
Grimy
I feel like that
Lalas.
hasn't been the case necessarily since
No.
then, but just something fun that happened. Go listen to episode 4 if you haven't. That's where that comes up. It's pretty funny. In that same vein with our brother and just things that happen, for some freaking reason, I keep combining Rory's name or Lorelai's name with each other or with other people. I've had Rory, Rain,
Lori,
Rain, and Rory. I've said this like now throughout the show. And I'm like, what is happening? I don't know why that happens. I just am talking and it just comes out. That happened to be the case when our brother was here and he came up with Jukajai. Now, I don't know. I mean, that was just one episode and it was just hilarious. I think that's a standout moment of the show.
Yeah. And if you don't remember what that is, that's our name for Luke and Lorelai and Suki and Jackson all together.
And maybe Rune thrown in there.
Maybe potentially Rue. It's just fun.
Jukajai also makes me think of our brother was like, that's for the level 4 fans. They ship the weird people together or something. Because he was like, I ship Jukajai, you know. Which makes me think you and I both have to come up with our tiered ranking or our tiered
definitions.
Tier definitions of fandom. I haven't done that yet.
Yeah, I know. It's on our to-do list, I guess. I'm laughing because why? It's just we're gonna put it up.
Because a fan wrote in and said they were a level 4 fan, which I still not sure exactly.
We need to figure that out.
What that entails. Because we had only had 3 levels.
And then a level 4 was introduced, and now it's like, whoa.
And I just
if you remember, my initial thought was that we should have 10 levels.
You did say that. No, maybe you
laughed.
were right.
You laughed at me. I laughed at myself, but I don't know.
Maybe you were onto something. And then something else that just naturally happened, again, this was not planned, was finding a spooky moment in every episode, which I'm so happy that this naturally happened because, well, first of all, I like spooky things in general, you know, just fun, scary movies, paranormal things. We even had a paranormal experience.
Oh, yeah, we did. Yeah.
The fact that this happened naturally in the show just makes my heart happy. From the beginning, though, there was a couple things in the pilot that happened that were like, is this a horror film? Like, what's going on? You know, it just kept kind of like, we were joking again about it, and then it just kept naturally getting bigger and bigger. We've done it. We found a spooky moment in every single episode.
Yeah.
Some are a little lighter, some are a little more serious, but it's been fun. Also, for me, watching the show, I've never looked at it in that lens. There's things further down the line, 1 or 2 other things that I can like already be like, okay, that's going to be the spooky moment. Like I already know that. Those are like standouts in my head, like as I was saying before.
Yeah.
Because it's like so random and weird. The rest of it, I can't tell you. And it's been so much fun like going through each episode and being like, oh
yeah.
what was that? Whoa. And it just adds a whole other fun element. So we've been going over all the different spooky moments that we have, and we've come up with our top 3. So the second runner-up is when everybody is at the Chilton party. Tristan is trying to get Summer to go with him to talk about what's going on, and she's like, what are you going to do? Bash my head in and drag me to your car? Okay, wait, what did she actually say?
Yeah, we have to look up what she actually said. Because I'm for sure it was like, what are you going to do? Drag me over and put me in your trunk? No, wait,
that's not what she said either.
Yeah.
Okay, the exact quote is, what are you going to do? Knock me by my head with the club and drag me to your Porsche? I mean, a little concerning.
Yeah.
A listener did write in. Shout out to listener Brittany. Brittany.
Yeah.
Brittany said, I'm cracking up listening to today's episode about Summer saying, what are you going to do? Hit me in the head with a club and drag me to your Porsche. She's referencing him being a controlling caveman because in cartoons, they'd hit someone in the head with a club and drag them back to their cave. But she said Porsche. Hope this makes it a little less spooky.
Yes,
That's fair.
Yes. That's fair. We didn't get that
right
reference.
away. We didn't get that reference. That does make it a little less spooky.
It does.
Still concerning, though.
That wasn't good behavior, right? Of the caveman.
I don't know if we condone that. But not as like murder, like I'm gonna beat
like,
you
I'm
in
gonna,
and
like,
put you
I'm
in the
gonna
trunk.
like
Oh my
beat you up and put you in the trunk of my Porsche and drive away. Like, whoa,
Whoa.
Why has that imagery been put out there? Whoa.
Yes. So that was our second runner-up. Our first runner-up is from episode 4, when Paris sneaks up behind Rory as she's studying for the Shakespeare test and starts quoting Shakespeare to her. And there's ominous violin music playing in the background and says, you're going down. I mean, it was like
one of the most intense moments of the whole season.
So intense.
Julia, have you ever seen Requiem for a Dream?
Yes, but it's been a long time. But
so
yes.
You probably don't remember the music from Requiem for a Dream.
I don't. No.
Which I just know because I like orchestral strings and movie film scores. But anyway,
yes,
it reminded me kind of that, like that feeling where it's like it's like orchestral strings, but they're in such a way that they're making you feel like on edge. Like that's the intent of it. That's the music that was playing in the background.
It was.
She's like saying this Shakespeare, you're going down. And there's like these strings playing.
It's like, whoa. Oh my God. And imagine Rory, she just started at this school. She's basically getting death threats. It's like, what is this show? Which brings us to our winner
/ most discussed spooky element of the show so far.
Is Dean a stalker? Is Dean a stalker? Oh my gosh. Okay. This got brought up so much throughout our show.
Unplanned, completely unplanned. Every time we found another piece of evidence, Julia was like, "Oh my God, I've seen this before, and I've never noticed this pattern. I've never noticed this pattern."
A lie."
Just for memory, in the pilot, he says he's been watching Rory. It's a little like, okay. I mean, yes, we're joking. We know the intent of it, but also on its face, it's a little bit like, huh?
It just gave us pause.
It gave me pause.
And I think on top of everything else that was going, I was like, okay, Mrs. Kim's was like a horror house. It was like, what's going on? Dean was watching Rory. Suki murdered somebody almost. She hit someone with a cast iron pan.
Like, all the things are going on in the pilot.
Oh my God, it's very violent. And then there was a violent scene described, as Uxiner says. She's like, a violent scene was described. There was like blood everywhere. Rory didn't even notice what was happening. I mean, there was all this stuff going on in the pilot that was just like, whoa. It's a little more intense than I remember it being. That was kind of where that started. Then as we progressed,
just little things kept happening. One of the things was that he would just have conversation with Rory like in the woods or in the dark in a gnome garden.
That's
for
true.
example.
That's true. He snuck up on Rory in a gnome garden.
Yes, he did. The episode Cinnamon's Wake. Yes, he did
admit he snuck up on
garden.
Her, but it was in a gnome garden, which just added an element of like, what's happening here? There was that. Next, Dean goes over and watches movies with Rory and Lorelai for the first time. Lorelai has a chat with Dean. He has a threatening tone. And it one of our spooky moments of that episode. It was like, you can send the town after me, but I ain't going nowhere. And it was like,
I ain't going nowhere. Like, okay.
A little intense.
Then the episode right after that, he says, during a casual conversation with Rory, I could tell you, but then I'd have to kill you. We both thought this was likely some type of reference from somewhere. We tried to look this up. It was not a reference.
It was not.
That was just something he just said. What?
Okay.
The episode after that, we have a note that he was hanging out in the trees.
Lorelai tells Rory, he's like, Dean's hanging out in our trees, like watching you. And I was like, what the hell? Which then started to make me think, I'm like, oh, he's having some Edward Cullen tendencies. I'm pretty positive Edward was watching Bella sleep in a tree outside of her house.
Yeah. Yeah, that happened
So
in Twilight. There's some similarities
some
starting to happen here.
similarities there. So that was a little disturbing.
We're like, this is giving me pause.
Then they're at the dance, and Tristan and Dean start fighting with each other, like very intensely. Dean says, "I will kill you, Tristan." And he meant it.
Yeah.
He's like, "You don't want to fight me, I will kill you."
That's a little intense for high school.
A little bit. For anybody.
For anybody.
For anybody, really.
Let me clarify. For anybody. For anybody.
He's getting scarier by the day.
Then in the next episode, Lorelai is home alone, and she hears knocking.
In the house, and she doesn't know where it's coming from. And she goes into Rory's room to find Dean knocking at the window. And let's talk about that a little bit more. Were you outside of the house watching Lorelai?
No. He wasn't doing that. No, he legitimately wanted to talk to Rory, but the light was off in her room. So
it was a little reminiscent of like a horror film. I don't know if you've ever seen The Conjuring. I think this happens in The Conjuring. And they hear clapping in the
clapping
house.
And knocking because it was supposed to be like a game.
Yes, it gave me that sense.
Yeah, and then she sees it's him. Even further, though, I feel like she sees that it's him, and instead of just being like, Dean, okay, go away, Rory's not here.
Yeah,
they have like an awkward conversation through the window.
Yeah. You're like, yeah.
They had like a weird vibe to it.
It did, where I was like, are they flirting? It was weird. And Dean's like, how bad do you want to kill me? And she's like, really bad. I want to like chop your head off with a chainsaw. And he was like, yeah, that'd be good. And they were like, yeah. And I was like
really
this
weird.
Is disturbing.
I didn't like it. So
So that happened. Then on the Donna Reed night, he calls Rory at Babette and Maury's, by the way. He calls Rory. She's like, oh my gosh, like, oh, do you want to come over? And he's like, yeah, I wasn't sure if you still wanted me to. She's like, yeah, I do. How long until you're here? And he said, I'm right outside. So he went there. It was a little stalkery.
Yeah,
it was a little spooky. Okay.
Bit.
And he also, for their 1 month anniversary, takes Rory to a junkyard. It's spooky. There are wolves howling. It's an abandoned junkyard.
It's an abandoned junkyard at night.
And he makes a joke about Christine, the car that killed people, that came alive and killed people. And like Rory's clearly scared. What the heck?
It's weird.
He's messed up. And then Lorelai,
the opus of all of this,
confirms everything we've been thinking. Lorelai says, have you seen the cover of Dean's notebook? It's one step away from stalker material. She confirms it. She validates us. It's the whole thing.
The whole thing. All of it.
He's scary. He's spooky. What the heck?
And Julia has discovered this.
I have.
She's watched this many times.
Many, many times. And I never thought that. But under a closer
eye.
Wait. Under a more watchful eye. Of Dean, I'm like, oh my God.
That's weird.
What did you guys think? Did you guys think it was spooky?
Let us know.
And I just like to say, Oxnard, you were doing a lot of predictions as part of the show, right? Throughout this entire season. You were pretty spot on, which infuriates me. It's absolutely infuriating.
You wanted me to be wrong, but I don't
wasn't.
know.
But she wasn't. I told you guys she's good at this. She has not seen this show. She is not watching ahead. She's watching this episode by episode and predicting.
Yeah, and I'm actively avoiding anything that could even possibly give me any spoilers.
Yeah, the other day, like something, you were listening to a podcast and something about Gilmore Girls popped up and you're like, no! And like you stopped it.
I was like, I can't just stop it immediately. Yeah, so I'm really, really trying to not see spoilers.
So that's great. Will it continue? Who can say?
Just one thing. I just want to note that I want to point out Luke and Mr. Medina so far. The first time both of them were like introduced, even like I immediately was like, this is the vibe I'm getting from this character. Like this is what's going to happen. And it was like true.
Yes.
Just want to say that. I went back and listened to like what I had said and I was like, okay, all right.
Like I've stayed true to that. Do you still have the official prediction of season 5, Luke and Lorelai getting together? That's kind of something you've been saying. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
For everyone out there, that's Alexandra's official stance on that relationship. And she does not think Lorelai and Max are going to end up getting married.
Correct.
And Rory and Dean, they're back together. Are they endgame? Are they like together at the end of this show?
Ooh, you've put me on the spot here. I'm doing a bunch of very complex analyzing in my brain right now.
That meme with the math things.
That's exactly what's happening. The meme with the math is floating on my... Yes.
Oh, Ooh, okay.
You put me on the spot with my confidence level is not high, but I'll go with yes, that he's endgame for her.
Okay. All right. Exciting stuff. Oh my gosh. Okay. Well, this was fun. Just to do a little recap. To end this recap, it's time to quiz Alex on the opening number.
Oh God. Oh.
She's like, I'm not ready. Okay, well, it'll be, I'll say the first line and then you say what comes after. Okay.
Okay.
This is how we're
prepared for this.
Exactly. So here we go.
Okay, let's go. Are you singing it or are
No.
you just gonna say the word?
I'm just gonna say the words.
Okay.
I'll say the first 2 or 3 words of the line and then you finish it.
Okay.
Okay, let's try it that way. I don't know. I'm coming up with this on the fly as well. So
yeah, whatever you want to do.
If you're out
On the road
feeling lonely
and so cold,
all you have to do
is say my name.
close.
Wait. All you have call my name. Is call my name,
and I'll be there
on the next train
where you lead.
I will follow
Anywhere
that you ask me to.
Close.
No,
Close.
that you tell me to.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
If you need.
I will be there.
No. This one's trickier.
Okay, if you need, I don't know.
You need me to be with you.
Oh, you need me to be with you. I will follow. Where you lead.
All right. See, you knew. You good.
Yeah,
that was good. Good. Yeah.
Is that the end of the quiz?
That's it.
Oh, okay. I did okay.
There's a whole song by Carole King. Actually, I don't know the rest of the song. I just know that the little intro part.
Okay, I did okay.
She did it, everyone. Good. Okay,
Yay.
she was paying attention.
By the end of season 2.
The end of season 2, you have to recite it from memory without me leading you anywhere.
Okay.
Okay. Oh my gosh. Well, again, thank you everyone for listening to season 1. Thank you to everyone that bought us a coffee on buymeacoffee.com. Thank you to everyone that sent us messages on Instagram. We love getting those. Thank you to listener Ashley again, who gave us the Santa's White Christmas coffee recommendation.
Santa's White Christmas.
We freaking love that coffee now. So thank you for getting us hooked on that. We're always looking for coffee recs, so send them in. Thank you for those who are giving us good reviews on Apple Podcasts. We love that too. Thank you so much. And we're really, really excited to get into season 2. It's coming. Stay tuned for that. And I'm just looking forward to more chaos and seeing what happens,
I'm ready for it.
That was our little recap episode.
Until next time, keep the coffee flowing.